Nearly 80% of car repairs? Completely avoidable if you know the 19 car secrets mechanics desperately hope you'll ignore. Each year, millions waste cash on phantom check engine lights, overhyped additives, and upsells hiding in plain sight, while the real money-saving moves go unmentioned. Miss these basics, and you could be footing a $1,000 bill just because of a loose gas cap or a corroded battery. But what if the truth is easier and cheaper than you think? Let's crack open the secrets that turn shops nervous and put you firmly behind the wheel. The first one's a total game changer, but the bonus tip near the end might just save your wallet this winter. Tip number 1, grab a $20 OBD2 scanner and put the diagnostic power in your own hands. Forget the days of sweating over a glowing check engine light, waiting for a mechanic to translate the dashboard hieroglyphics and hit you with a mystery bill. Plug it into the port under your dash, turn the key, and your car spills its secrets. Misfire, bad sensor, or just a loose gas cap. No more $120 diagnostic fees or wild guesses. Scan it, know it, own it. That loose gas cap, it's not a joke. 1 in 5 check engine lights is triggered by a simple gas cap issue. Code P0457 for the curious. Mechanics know this, but why rush to tell you when a 2-second twist could save you $1,000 in phantom repairs? The rubber seal on the cap dries out and cracks, letting vapors escape and setting off the warning. That little ring is the unsung hero of your emissions system. Here's the move. Once a year, give the gasket a dab of clear silicone grease. Rub it around the ring, twist the cap on and off a couple of times. That keeps the rubber supple, seals pressure, and stops those surprise check engine lights before they start. No more dealership upsell, no more panic. Just you, a tube of grease, and a cap that actually does its job. Still chasing power at the pump? The real trap isn't under your hood, it's on the store shelf. Fuel additives promise more miles, cleaner engines, and a shot of magic for your wallet. But the FTC and every independent test say the same thing. Most additives do nothing for your MPG or your engine. Modern gas already packs all the detergents you need. Skip the hype, save your cash, and stick to brand name fuel and real maintenance that actually moves the needle. The pattern's set, tiny fixes, big savings. That scanner, it's your translator, your shield, and your ticket out of the upsell maze. Next time a dashboard light flickers on, you're not at the mercy of anyone. You're in the driver's seat, literally. The battery is your car's heartbeat. If it's not healthy, nothing starts, nothing runs, nothing works. But most drivers never pop the hood until it's too late. Corrosion on the terminals? That white, crusty stuff drops your voltage by as much as 0.2 volts, enough to slow your starter and drain your patience. Grab a toothbrush, mix up some baking soda and water, and scrub the posts until they shine. Rinse with clean water, dry, and finish with a dab of petroleum jelly or terminal spray to block new buildup. You just doubled your odds of a strong morning start, and you didn't spend a dime at the shop. Now, spark plugs. They may be tiny, but they're the power brokers behind every smooth start and punchy acceleration. Wait for the official expiration, and you're already losing. Old plugs mean weak spark. Hello, sluggish starts, rough idle, and fuel bills that creep up for no reason. Swapping them early can boost your fuel economy by up to 4%, and you'll feel the difference every time you press the gas. Don't let a mechanic tell you they're fine for another 10,000 miles. The proof is in your MPG and your engine's voice. Next up, air filters. Think of them as your engine's lungs. A clogged filter chokes off airflow, costing you up to 10% in lost mileage. Money straight out of your wallet. Hold your filter up to the light. If you can't see through it, neither can your engine. Swapping it takes 2 minutes and costs less than a drive-through lunch. More air means more power, better fuel burn, and an engine that breathes easy no matter the season. Every one of these steps is pure prevention. Clean terminals keep voltage strong. Fresh plugs fire every cylinder like new. A clear filter lets your engine inhale deep and run clean. No fancy tools, no shop fees, just you and a few minutes under the hood. That's how you keep your car's pulse steady and your wallet heavy. Next time you turn the key, you'll know. Your car's ready because you made it that way. The parts nobody talks about? They're the ones that quietly save you from 4-figure repairs. Start with the PCV valve, a tiny vent that stands between your engine and a slow, sticky death. When it clogs, pressure builds, and thick sludge starts to form inside your engine. That's not just grime, it's the stuff that kills gaskets, triggers oil leaks, and can wreck your engine from the inside out. Here's the check. Pop it out, give it a shake. If it rattles, you're golden. If not, swap it for $10 before the shop charges you $200 for a sludge flush that won't fix the real problem. Every oil change, give it a rattle test. You'll dodge leaks, keep your engine breathing, and make sludge someone else's problem. Next up, headlights. Most drivers don't realize that cloudy lenses cut your nighttime vision by up to 80%, and that old, yellowed headlights can drop your forward visibility to just a fifth of what it was when new. That's not just a cosmetic issue, it's a safety hazard. Nearly half of all fatal crashes happen at night, and studies show that vehicles with good headlights have nearly 20% fewer crashes than those with poor ones. The fix? Skip the $300 replacement. Grab a restoration kit for $15, or even toothpaste in a pinch. Rub it in, buff it out, and suddenly your beams cut through the dark again. Better yet, do it before your next inspection or long trip. You'll see farther, react sooner, and keep your ride off the wrecker's hook. Belts and hoses get ignored until they snap, but a quick monthly scan can save your engine and your wallet. Look for cracks, bulges, or frayed edges. A single popped belt can leave you stranded, overheat your engine, or even bend valves if your timing belt goes. Hoses that feel soft or sticky are begging to burst. Squeeze them, check for leaks, and replace anything suspicious before it becomes a roadside emergency. A $20 hose now beats a $1,000 tow and a ruined weekend. These aren't glamorous jobs, but they're the difference between smooth miles and surprise breakdowns. The PCV valve keeps your oil clean and your engine clear. Restored headlights cut through the night and slash your risk of a crash. Healthy belts and hoses keep every system moving. Check them yourself, and you'll spot issues before your mechanic ever gets the chance to turn a small fix into a big bill. That's how you keep your car and your cash out of trouble. Overfilling your gas tank isn't just a waste. It's a silent wallet assassin. When the pump clicks off, that's the cue to stop. One more squeeze, and you're sending raw fuel straight into your car's charcoal canister. That little box is the gatekeeper for your emission system, designed to trap vapors, not gallons of liquid. Drown it, and you're looking at a repair bill that can hit $700, sometimes pushing $1,000 for certain models. The EPA and every major automaker warn about this. Liquid fuel saturates the charcoal, ruins the canister, and can even take out sensors and valves along the way. All from topping off to round up your receipt. But the fluid fairy tales don't stop at the pump. Ever heard of lifetime transmission fluid? That's marketing, not mechanics. BMW, Toyota, and a dozen others have faced lawsuits and angry forums after transmissions failed with black, burnt fluid still labeled good for life in the manual. In reality, no fluid lasts forever. Heat, pressure, and microscopic metal wear break down even the best formulas. Mechanics cash in when transmissions slip or start to shudder, because the fluid was never changed. The real move? Swap transmission, brake, and coolant fluids every 30,000 to 60,000 miles, or as soon as they look or smell off. Ignore the lifetime myth, and you'll dodge a $4,000 repair that hits when the warranty is long gone. Now, let's talk batteries. Not all new batteries are actually new. Most auto parts stores stock batteries that have sat on the shelf for months, sometimes over a year. Chemical reality: every month a battery sits, it loses about 5% of its starting power. After 3 months, sulfation sets in. Permanent capacity loss. That's why the battery you just bought can leave you stranded by winter. Here's the hack. Check the date code stamped or stickered on the case. Demand one less than 30 days old. If the clerk hesitates, walk. A fresh battery lasts longer, cranks harder, and won't die the first time the temperature drops. Mechanics know this, but old stock is easier to move and more profitable when it comes back under warranty. Dealerships and quick lube shops love to push fluid flushes and battery specials, but rarely mention the shelf life or the real chemistry at play. The game is built on confusion. You're told to trust the label, not your eyes or nose. But now you know. Never overfill, never trust lifetime fluids, and never buy an old battery. These are the traps that keep mechanics busy and your bank account empty. Next up, it's time to turn the tables and master the habits that keep your car and your cash right where they belong. Bleeding brakes isn't just for pros. It's the secret handshake that keeps anti-lock systems sharp and your stopping distance short. Most shops swap pads and shove the pistons back, but that shortcut pushes old, gunky fluid upstream, right into the ABS brain. That module, it's the nerve center that prevents wheel lock, and a replacement can set you back over $1,000. Open the bleeder valve before compressing those calipers. Let gravity and the pedal flush the old fluid out as you work. You're not just changing pads, you're giving the whole system a clean slate. Better pedal feel, less risk of sticking valves, and the kind of brake response that stops you on a dime when the road turns slick. Seasonal swings are the silent saboteur most drivers ignore. When winter hits, your oil thickens, batteries lose cranking power, and tires harden, each one a weak link waiting to snap. Manufacturers design oil for temperature, not just mileage. Run 5W30 in January, and your engine spins freely at dawn. Stick with summer's 10W40, and cold starts grind twice as hard, doubling wear before you even back out of the driveway. Battery chemistry slows down in the cold, so a weak cell that survived July can leave you stranded at 0 degrees. Don't wait for the first frost. Test your battery, check the date code, and switch to winter weight oil before the mercury dives. Summer tells a different story. Thicker oil protects against heat, and overinflated tires balloon as pavement sizzles. Under the hood, hoses and belts bake, and coolant that's overdue for a flush can boil over, stranding you miles from shade. A quick pressure check and a look for cracks or leaks every month keeps your cooling system in the safe zone. Rotate in thicker oil if your manual allows, and watch for batteries that look swollen or leak around the terminals. Short trips are the enemy of engine health, especially when the weather swings. If your commute barely warms the temp needle, acids and moisture build up in the oil and exhaust, never burning off. Take your car for a longer drive once a week. 20 minutes at highway speed cooks out the junk and keeps sensors, cats, and fluids happy. It's a simple habit that outsmarts both the seasons and the service desk. With these moves, you're not just reacting, you're predicting. Bleed the brakes, prep for the cold, and let your engine stretch its legs. That's how you guard the systems that cost the most and last the longest. Everyday driving just got a whole lot smarter. Cold mornings tempt everyone to let the engine idle, but on any car built in the last 30 years, that's just wasting gas and time. Modern fuel injection and synthetic oil mean your engine is ready to go after 30 seconds. Driving, not idling, warms everything up twice as fast. Engine, transmission, even the cabin. Idling for 10 minutes only burns fuel and leaves acids and moisture lurking in your oil. Gentle driving is the real shortcut. Cranking the heater to max right after starting, that's another classic mistake. All it does is blow cold air in your face and drag out the warm-up. Let the engine run for a minute, then ease up the heat. Your car and your toes will thank you. Blasting the fan too soon just delays real warmth and makes your defroster work overtime. Tires are the unsung guardians of your wallet. Just 1 psi below spec costs you 0.2% in fuel economy. Drop 4 psi across all 4 corners and you're burning an extra tank every year. Underinflated tires wear out faster, steer poorly, and can even trigger stability control warnings. Check pressures monthly, especially when seasons change. A 5-minute check with a cheap gauge beats paying for premature replacements or chasing phantom alignment issues. Now for the final boss, that pesky maintenance required light. Manufacturers set it to blink at mileage intervals, sometimes just to get you back in the dealer's door. Resetting it is straightforward. Turn the key to accessory, hold down the trip button, cycle the ignition, and watch the light blink out. Each car's sequence is a little different, but every manual tells you how. No appointment, no upsell, just your dashboard back to normal. Master these habits, and you're running the show. Your engine gets up to temp fast, your cabin heats up right, your tires last longer, and your dashboard doesn't boss you around. That's real independence, one myth-busted routine at a time. According to federal statistics, up to 80% of car repairs are preventable with basic maintenance, yet millions of drivers still pay for unnecessary work every year. This documentary has revealed how simple habits, like scanning your own OBD2 codes and replacing air filters early, can cut repair costs and expose common upsells. Industry reports confirm that topping off fuel or ignoring fluid changes can damage systems costing hundreds to fix, while shelf-aged batteries are often sold without disclosure. Still, questions remain about how often dealerships withhold information on lifetime fluids or battery stock dates, as internal service bulletins are rarely made public. The evidence shows that understanding these 19 secrets puts more control and money back in the hands of car owners. As long as some documents and practices stay hidden, complete transparency remains out of reach. What is clear? Every documented tip in this film is backed by real savings, safety data, and decades of repair records.